Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. It's pleasing to perceive such a plethora of perspicacious people here to see the performance of the Paphos players. Traditionally, cabbages, tomatoes, or even cats were thrown at performers. You can throw pom-poms that have just been put out on the tables, unless anyone smuggled a dead cat in. You'll see in your programmes that there are words to some of the songs. Just feel free to join in, and there are a couple of songs at the end where you're expected to join in. Right. Our first act is a visceratonic veteran of vocal virtuosity, singing a medley of love songs, the little girl with the big voice, Vanessa.
A stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle made for two. It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know. Oh, goodbye, Piccadilly, farewell, let's swear. It's a long, long way to Tipperary, but my house lies there. Let me call you sweetheart.
Soul-destroying. I can give you the cause of an anaphylactic shock in a nutshell. Okay, London Lil will now sing about a celebrated Slobberdigullion, a spacious snollygoster. In other words, an unprincipled rascal. Burlington Bertie from Bowen.
I'm Bert. Perhaps you've heard of me, Bert. Sure you had word of me jogging along, hearty and strong, living on plates of fresh air. I dress up in fashion when I'm feeling depressed. Touching from my coat, the whiskers and my hat on and toddle up west. I'm Burlington Bertie, I rise at 10:30 and saunter along like a tour. down the Strand with my gloves on my hands, and on the way back, take them off. I'm all airs and graces, at pretty places where food for so long. Where me faces I'm but I haven't a shirt, but my people are well off, you know. Nearly everyone knows me, Joe Smith, Joe Rosebery, I'm Burlington Bertie from home. I stroll with Lord Harrington and Lord in the Burlington, call for champagne, then walk out again, but come back and borrow the ink. I live the most expensive London in the Swiss, but he's got so much food, he lives on the roof, and I lives in the room above him. I'm Burlington Bertie, I rise at 10:30, saunter along Temple Bar. As round there Risque, we keep calling, beep beep, and the devils think I'm in my car. At Rothschild's I smack it, my body I plank it, on his front doorstep, with the back for a blanket. I'm but, and Rothschild's was there. He said, who comes there? I said, oh. He said, I'm Rothschild's sonny. I said, that's damn funny. I'm Burlington Bertie from home. My smile, condescendingly wild, they're extendingly cheer upon cheer when I appear, captain of my polo team. To sing, and you, I'm Burlington Bertie, I rise at 10:30 and reach Captain Parker at 3. I stand by the rail when a horse is for sale, and you should see what watch me. I lean on some awning while Lord Darby's yawning. He bids 2,000 and I bids good morning. I'm but I'm flying on a cert, but where would I keep it? I can't let my man see me in bed with a GD. I'm Burlington Bertie from home. My pose, though ironical, shows that my monocle holds up my face, keeps it in place, and stops it from slipping away. Cigars? I smoke thousands. I usually deal with Strand, but you have to take care when you're buying them then, or some idiot might stand on your hand. I'm Burlington Bertie, I rise at 10:30, and looking for Palace, I do. I stand in the yard while they're changing the guard, and the king calls across, toodaloo. The Prince of Wales' brother, along with some other, slaps me on the back and says, come on, see me. I'm but, and royalty's hurt when they ask me to die, and I say no. I've just had a honor with Lady Diana, I'm Burlington Bertie from home.
I'm good friends with 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. Exhibiting esoterica from the exotic east, well, east of Edgbaston, Miss Taffa Wiggle. been on a once-in-a-lifetime holiday. I'll tell you what, never again. I just picked up a hitchhiker on the way here. Well, you've got to when you hit them. With munificent magnanimity, a mellifluous Mary Lloyd from Miss Fanny Knott.
I'm a young girl and I've just come over from a country where they do things big. And because I found myself alone, now I've got a lover I don't care a thing. But the boy I love is up in the gallery. The boy I love is looking down at me. There he is, don't you see, waving his handkerchief, as merry as a robin that sings in a tree. Now he's not tall, but yet he's manly, and I always see him in the same old place. Curly hair above him, can't you see him nodding? There he is, don't you see his smiling face? But the boy I love is up in the gallery. The boy I love is looking down at me. There he is, don't you see, waving his handkerchief, as merry as a robin that sings in a tree. Now if I were a duchess and I had a lot of money, I'd give it to the boy who's gonna marry me. But I haven't got a penny, but we'll live on love and kisses, and we'll be just as happy as the birds in the trees. But the boy I love is up in the gallery. The boy I love is looking down at me. There he is, can't you see, waving his handkerchief, as merry as a robin that sings in a tree. Up to the West End, right in the West End, straight from the country came Miss Maudie Brown. Father, a curate, but couldn't endure it. That's why the ladies are residing in town. 12 months ago her modesty was quite sublime. To sit on a fellow's knee would be an awful crime. And if you should want to kiss, she'd droop her eyes like this. Now she droops them just one at a time, and every little movement has a meaning of its own. Every little movement tells a tale. When she walks in dainty bobble, at the background here, there's a kind of wibble wobble, and she glides like this. The Johnnies all following her trail. When she turns her head like so, something's doing, don't you know? Every little movement tells a tale. Down by the blue sea, cute as she could be, Maudie would go for a dip every day. Maudie had an eye for the boys, oh my, and it happened that Reggie was passing that way. When Reggie saw her, he fell in quite a trance, for he too was going bathing, but now here's a chance. He didn't smile or frown, just threw her signal down, and slyly shrugged her shoulders with a glance. And every little movement has a meaning of its own. Every little movement tells a tale. When she dashed into the ocean, Reggie stuck close by, for to know her he'd an ocean, and she tried to swim. I'm here, said Reggie, all gay and hearty. Notice the bridegroom looked anxious, what? When friends and relatives depart their different ways, along with the girlie of his heart, no one could gaze. He turned the lights down low. She looked at him like so, and shyly with her wedding ring she played. Now every little movement has a meaning of its own. Every little movement tells a tale. When alone no words they utter, but when midnight chimes and their hearts begin to flutter, on like this, and stretching out her arms so frail, with her hubby full of love, looked at her and points above. Every little movement tells a tale.
When I was a kid, I was made to walk the plank. We couldn't afford a dog. And while on the subject of dogs, went to Paphos Zoo yesterday. They only had one dog in it. It was a Shih Tzu. And now more Ryan Razzmatazz from the Ryan Rhythmiest, which means he's cheerful and light-hearted. Direct from the Britannia Theatre Stoke, Mr. Percy Peacock as Harry Champion.
Now Harry was a champion in our round, with his his time. When he sang about on the pipes, the rain in the air, he was singing the Bowen music hall down at the old Britannia, singing the freedom of his Mary, where he comes along the canyon. Now academically so music, when one is from the table, when commonly now they don't have some their heads in one section. Then what's your kindling playing this thing? He got out with rotation. He said music was all a necessary part of our civilization. You all funny seem too great. Says long as it was heard. And well, one big mouth, then standing on his head, and the people all say, "Oh, that's the teacher show." Now another one standing across the pond, right up in the bay. He and Darwin the greatest smile, as England was his name. He came to stop now, and when his class he got to the houses in the now some people say things on the left, but who can take them too? But oh, Harry said I ain't having none of my own riding in their view. Then gloves off, it's all very well, but I think that it's all been said. So we sang about country, funny and rough, and what is the old program? Now Harry was a champion in the high, with his head time. When he sang about on his eyes, already he was thinking of them all and the music north, down at the old Britannia, singing world to freedom when he put the ferry, where he got that long Canada. Yes, Harry was a champion in our eye, with his own style. When he sang
Venetian genius, the glorious costermonger, Charlie Esma Darling as Gus Ellen.
If you saw my little backyard, what a pretty spot you'd cry. It's a picture on a sunny summer's day. With turnip tops and cabbages, what people doesn't buy. I makes it on a Sunday look all day. Well, the neighbours think I frozen, you'd imagine you're in Kent or in Epsom if you gaze into the news. And it's a wonder that the landlord doesn't want to raise the rent, because we've got such knobby distant views. Oh, it really is a very pretty garden, and Chingford to the eastward could be seen. And with a ladder and some glasses you could see to Hackney Marshes, if it wasn't for the arches in between. We're as countrified as can be with a close crop for a tree, and the top still makes a rustic little style. Every time that blooming clock strikes, there's a cuckoo sings for me, and I've painted up to level lane a mile. With tomatoes and with radishes, what hasn't any sale? The garden looks a perfect mass of bloom. And I've made a little beehive with some beetles in a pail, and a pitchfork from the handle of a broom. Well, it really is a very pretty garden, and rye from the cockloft could be seen. And with a ladder and a pulley, I'd enjoy the breeze more fully, if it wasn't for the arches in between. His egg box with a cross-eyed cock and hen, though they has got the pippin in a call. There was pigeons on the line post, must be 9 or 10, till someone took a stick and knocked them all. Now the dust cart, though it seldom comes, is just like harvest home, and we mean to rig a dairy up somehow. We've put the donkey in the wash house with some imitation oars, and we're teaching him to move just like a cow. Well, it really is a very pretty garden. An engine to the westward could be seen, and by clinging to the chimney, you could see across to Wembley, if it wasn't for the arches in between. Now the gasworks out in Woolwich improves the rural scene, 'cause the mountains it would very nicely pass. With the mushrooms in the coal hole and the cucumber so green, well, it only wants a bit of ice glass. I wears this milkman's night shirt and I sits outside all day, like that ploughboy coat what mizzled over the lee. And when I goes indoors at night, I don't know what I say, 'cause my language is as yokel as can be. Well, it really is a very pretty garden, and soapworks from the housetops could be seen. And if your eyesight didn't fail you, you could see right to Australia, if it wasn't for the arches in between.
Dave drowned. So at the funeral, we got him breathing the shake of the life belt. It's what he would have wanted. I said to the gym instructor, can you teach me to do the splits? He said, how flexible are you? I said, well, I can't do Thursdays. No prosaic, pettifogger, poetaster. In other words, it's not an inferior poet. We now have the pulchritudinous Miss K. Risque and the poetry of Pam Ayres. Airs and graces.
Afternoon, you lucky people. Right, be prepared. I have here before me a ribald rhyme, see? It is a little risque. Just don't blame me if you end up feeling a little risque. 50 Shades of Grey, a husband's point of view. You know what I'm talking about. The missus bought a paperback down Shepton Mallet Way. I had a look inside her bag. It was 50 Shades of Grey. Well, I just left her to it. And at 10, I went to bed. An hour later, she appeared. The sight filled me with dread. In her left, she held a rope, in her right a whip. And then she threw them down upon the floor and then began to strip. Well, 50 years or so ago, I might have had a piece, but Mabel hasn't weathered well. She's 84 next week. Watching Mabel bump and grind could not have been much grimmer, and things then went from bad to worse. She toppled off her zinner. She struggled back upon her feet a couple minutes later. She put her teeth back in and said, "I am a dominator." Now, if you knew our Mabel, you'd see why I just fluttered. I'd spent 2 months in traction for the last complaint I'd uttered. She stood there, nude and naked. Bent forward, just a bit. I went to hold her, sensual-like, and stood on her left hip. Mabel screamed. Her teeth shot out. My God, what had I done? She moaned and she groaned as she went on, and then she shouted out, "Step on the other one." Well, readers, I can't tell you no more about what occurred that day. Suffice to say, my jet black hair turned 50 shades of grey. Slightly more polite. Pacey. Pamela's had a day off one day. She deserves it now and again. So she thought, I know, I'll go down the wildlife park and see what's occurring. An embarrassing experience with a parrot by Miss Pamela Ayres. At the Coastal Royland Park in the middle of May, I paid the man the money and went in to spend the day. Straightway to the pet's corner, I turned my eager feet to go and see the rabbits. It gives them something to eat. As I approached the hutches, I was along to see. Honouring the glade, I crept up close behind them and waved them up quick. And I saw them little yobbos pay the rabbits with a stick. Poke them with a stick. Get off, you little buggers, I shouted in their ear. Don't you poke them rabbits, that's not why they are here. I must have really scared them, in seconds they were gone. And feeling I'd done some good, I carried on along. Till up beside the parrot's cage, I stood to view the scene. They was lovely parrots, both was full blue and green. In and out the nest boxes, they was really having fun, squawking out and flying about, all except for one. One poor old puffed up parrot clung grimly to his perch, and as the wind blew frontwards, backwards he would lurch. 1 foot up his feathers, abandoned by the rest, he sat there plainly dying. His head up on his chest. Well, I walked on down the pathway and I stroked his hand out. But the thoughts of that parrot dying brought a lump to my throat. I could no longer stand it, and to the office I fled. Politely I began, "Excuse me, your parrot's nearly dead." So me and the curator, in urgent leaps and bounds, with a bottle of parrot cure, dashed across the ground. The dust flew up about us as we reached the parrot's head, and the curator returned to me and he said, "Which one is it then?" You know what I am going to say. He was not there at all. At least not where I left him. No, he flipped from wall to wall, as brightly as a button did he squawk and jump and leap. The curator was very kind, saying, "I expect he was asleep." But I was humiliated as I stood before the wire. The curator went back to put his feet up by the fire. So I let the parrot settle, and after a short search, I found the stick and yobbos out. I took him off his perch.
Two Ariels met on a roof. They fell in love. They got married. The ceremony was rubbish. The reception was brilliant. I went to get some camouflage trousers the other day. Couldn't find any. For your entertainment, with judicious footle, flummery, we have the fabulous, the phenomenal, Flannel and Cotton singing Flanagan and Allen. And I've been told in a past performance they made a famous exhibition of themselves with tambourines, so I've been assured to tell you there's no tambourines with this performance. Flanagan and Allen.
Underneath the arches, we dream a winter way. Underneath the arches, on Colston we lay. Every night you'll find us tired and warm, happy when the night comes creeping, caroling the home, sleeping when it's raining, and sleeping when it's fine. Strange traveling boy, haven is our no matter where we stand. Underneath the arches, we dream our dreams away. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Bang, 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 the fun has come. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, 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 run. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Don't give the song, but it's fun, fun, fun. You can't buy without it, rabbit fun. So run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run.
I went to the doctor last week. I said, I can't stop singing Green Green Grass at home. He said, you've got Tom Jones syndrome. I said, is that common? He said, it's not unusual.
There's two more songs for you.
Right now for the acephalous, ophthalmosceptics amongst you, the egg-headed navel-gazers. We have the ostrobogulus, the ostentatious, the opera, Opsimaths.
They were singing, Percy and his wife, and the little congregation, from above. Lead us not into temptation, but Lord, this celebration, life be filled with love. From the village, in the evening valley, one rainy morning, dark and gray, a soul in his way to heaven, Jimmy Brown had passed away. Just a lonely bell was ringing, little valley town, but so well they were singing, for our good old Jimmy Brown, little Jimmy Brown, and the little congregation, breaking silence from above. Lead us not into temptation, Lord of free salvation, and grace eternal.